All right, now we gotta bounce. We gotta head to the tattoo place, and then you guys are gonna go where?
We don't know yet. Santa Monica, probably.
Santa Monica. So I'm here with the Lion God, Romeo. Want to go ahead and introduce yourself, everything?
What's up, man? Romeo Lacoste, aka the Lion God. You already know what it is.
I was gonna have on this side, I was gonna have like skylines, and then in the middle they were gonna meet, right? And then that's where the waves start. So they're gonna be just like regular, colorful waves and everything. And I wanted to have a beach with a palm tree, and then it fades into the clouds.
All right, cool. Do you have like any kind of like reference photos or anything? Like, did you see anything that was like kind of close to what you wanted?
This is gonna be more like your
tropical, like colorful,
like tropical, colorful,
right.
like very like vibey.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Beach right here, like kind of like an island, and then just the waves are gonna crash onto the island, and then just the palm tree. I know you're pretty good at those.
All right. Sunset sort of cloud.
Yeah, and then just kind of like the sunset and the clouds up here.
Okay.
And then it's gonna fade into a galaxy, but that's a whole other
thing.
Okay. But I wanted to get that done by you too.
Alright, for sure. A lot of like transition space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Because the palm trees and stuff are gonna be like way over here on this side. Like here, you know?
Right here is that middle part of my chest. Like maybe we just don't really.
Yeah, I would
go to that.
Maybe just do the tag and then. Check that out in the mirror. What do you think?
Hurts like a bitch. All right, so we just took our first little quick break. Romeo and I have been, actually Romeo's been doing the whole thing.
Yeah, you too, man. You've been doing great, bro. Tough it out.
Yeah, it's definitely the most painful thing I've ever done. Continuous torture, for sure.
It's your biggest tattoo.
Oh, for sure.
It's a lot to handle, for sure.
But how do you think it's coming out?
Dude, it's coming out great. I've done a lot of like beach scenes, and I think this is like probably my favorite one. Just I like how there's like multiple waves.
Really?
It just really gives you like a vibe. Like you're looking at it, you feel it.
I mean, I feel the vibe for sure, and I honestly love it. Like I love how you just made it just blend all together so well.
For sure, bro.
I think it's gonna be my favorite tattoo probably forever.
Let's get to it. Let's finish up.
Let's finish up. Palm tree, bruh. Look at the little conch too I wanted in there. Super dope, isn't it? I love it. All right, y'all. So I just got my tat done. Now my boy Ethan's got to get tatted. Let's see. You nervous, buddy?
Nah, not even. Like I'm so beyond ready for it. And just like knowing that I'm in the best hands.
There you go. It's gonna be quick, man. It's like a 5-minute tattoo.
Like he asked me earlier, like if I was nervous too, but he asked again for the camera, and he was like, are you nervous? And I was like, not even, bro. I was like, I'm almost excited for the pain.
There you go.
How do you feel?
Amazing, bro.
How bad did it hurt?
I mean, all right, so it was a little more than I expected. I have a high pain tolerance in general, but the middle one, let me tell you.
You did it like a trooper, buddy. Congrats. How was your experience tattooing me, man?
Dude, you sat like a rock. You did really good. I'm actually impressed. I thought you were gonna, it's a pretty painful spot. I thought you were gonna maybe tap out, but you did great, man. It's a good session for sure.
And then we got one more with the color.
One more with the color, yeah. And I know you said you wanted to get some other stuff too, so I'm sure I'll be seeing you a lot in the future.
Hey, this is my guy right here, Romeo.
For sure, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. It's like now it's like I have a real piece to brag about, It's not like I have like a, it's a little, and now it's like, check this.
Sure, that's dope. It's definitely a lot more of a like scene and a lot more like something that you can like show off, more of an actual art piece.
The color, man.
I'm glad you like it, bro, for sure. My pleasure, anytime.
So you guys will be seeing Romeo, not like too soon, but like once I get back to LA, we're gonna probably do another session, and then probably just one more, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
If I could just top it out.
Yeah, one more for the color.
3 weeks later.
Alright, so this has been about a week and a half since I got the tattoo. I fully got it by Romeo. Romeo is a great dude, and I'm going to be going back to see him to get the color and the shading done eventually. But I didn't get this tattoo for no reason. There's actually a very deep meaning behind this tattoo, and I'm going to have my brother actually explain why it's a deep meaning, and I'm going to obviously add my own flair into why I got it. But I'm going to put a shirt back on now because, you know.
When I was about 5 or 6 years old, me and my family went on a cruise, and we had Giancarlo there, my mom, dad, and other like family. It was the second day of the cruise, and we decided to stop at a beach. At that beach, it was very rough waves, and it was very high, and there weren't any lifeguards because it was also high tide. I was just playing in the sand with my brother. How old were you, about 7 or 8?
No, I was like 8 years old. I was like 8 and you were 6.
So I was 6 years old, he was 8. We were just playing on the beach and playing in the sand, and all of a sudden, like,
in the Bahamas, did you say that?
Yeah, I didn't say that. We were in the Bahamas on a cruise, and we stopped at the beach, and then all of a sudden, I go a little bit too far out into the water, and a huge wave about 10 feet tall knocks me back and pulls me under. So I can't breathe. I'm swimming. I'm struggling. I was also 6 years old, and I just kept on getting drowned by the waves.
The catch was, it's not like it was just, oh, he was a little kid and he didn't know how to swim. These were waves that adults couldn't handle. There were adults, and many adults, trying to go out to save you. Our parents ourselves went out there trying to save you, and they themselves were also having a lot of trouble with the waves. And obviously I couldn't do anything. I was on the beach. And then this kid named John Palancar, who I wish I could have on the video, but probably when I do a video about getting the tattoo finished, I'll have him on the video. He actually saved my brother's life, so you take it.
So what happened was, I was struggling to breathe, and all of a sudden I just remember I get pushed down by another wave. Everything's dark, and I'm about 10 feet under the water at this point. I just pass out. I fully blacked out, and then all I can remember was just John going into the water. Just some random dude. He was 16, 17 years old. 16 years old at the time, just a kid from Pennsylvania on the same cruise going to save my life. So he jumped into the water, swam as fast as he could, and he ended up picking me up. He brought me all the way back to the shore, and apparently I didn't know who he was, so I was trying to fight him on it. I was still very out of it. I didn't know what was happening. I don't even remember this part. And all of a sudden he pushed me out on the beach. We laid on the sand, and I started throwing up sand and salt water, and just everything was burning, my eyes, my lungs, my chest. And then right after that I got dizzy and passed out again. John, same story with him. He as soon as he got back from the beach, throwing up sand, throwing up water, his eyes were burning too. And then I just remember an ambulance coming. I was in and out of consciousness, and an ambulance came and picked me up. And then I remember people putting a mask over my face. If you fast forward, I'd say about 16 hours, I finally woke up. I was in a coma for 13 hours. I was on life support, and my parents couldn't come into the room because my body was so stressed out that if their presence came and they had very worried energy, my heart could have stopped. Now, we were in the Bahamas, and not necessarily the greatest healthcare. It was the best hospital in the area though, apparently. And apparently the doctors told my mother and father that did not expect me to come out of this for a while, if ever. They weren't allowed to be in the room with me, and I was unresponsive for 13 whole hours on life support. And
you were there for like 5 days.
Yeah, so I ended up waking up, and I woke up, like I said, 13 hours, and both my parents came to the room. They rushed them in there, and I opened my eyes, and my eyes were stinging. It was very hard to breathe. I was very sick, and the first thing I actually said was to the nurse and my parents, when I had all these needles in me and all these little dots and just keeping my heart rate up and all these machines around me, first thing I said to the nurse was, "I'm hungry, what's to eat?" And it was like, that's kind of how my parents knew that I'd be okay, because I was always just a big eater and just kind of like a big kid in general. I was there for 5 whole days. I had very bad pneumonia. I had sand in my eyes. I had a lot of water in my lungs with pneumonias. I was cut up in scratches from shells and stuff like that. So it was really, really rough. And Giancarlo, he wasn't there because...
No, I went back on the cruise with my family that was also on the cruise, and I was...
Except for my mother and father.
Yeah, my mom and dad were with Leo, and we finished up the cruise ourselves. Obviously, it wasn't the most fun thing for me after that, because I didn't know what was really going on at all.
Our whole family was there, and everyone was very shaken up and didn't know what was going to happen. And I remember my grandmother called me crying because she didn't know if I was going to come out of it.
There's a couple like links, I guess, I could put in the description about this story.
It goes a little bit more into detail about it and everything.
So something cool that we still do, we actually still keep in touch with John, and we're actually planning to see him in the next 2 months, in that month or two. And we saw him last year. He's a really great dude, grew up to be an awesome dude.
We've kept in contact with him. It's gonna be like 10 years. This is actually the 10th year.
This is the 10th year it's happened. This is the 10th year anniversary of it. So it's crazy to think about how we ended up staying in contact with the dude, and you know, he's a great guy.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
And oh, Lee, you have a channel too. Shout it out.
Oh yeah, guys. So check out my channel. It's Leo Purch. I'm currently at 2,600 subs right now, and I do all types of videos that Giancarlo does, but also my own little twist on it. And I do with a lot of stuff with my friends, vlogs, shopping, everything that you guys want to see. It's really cool.
Me but younger.
It's me, basically me but younger, but
no, it's me but younger. You said it's basically me but younger. It's you but younger. It's I but younger.
you but younger. Everybody go check it out. I have a new video coming up today, which is Sunday. I don't know when he's gonna post this, but
Sunday.
New video Sunday. Check it out.
Well, I guess we can end that video on that note. It's kind of a bit of a story time, kind of a emotional feel. You got anything else? That's it.
That's it.
All right, you're out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Alright, bye. Later, dude. Alright, guys, that's all I gotta say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like if you could. I'll be at SneakerCon Cleveland, those of you wondering, next week, and I'll be back with the vids coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night, day. Whenever you're watching, it's Blazendary. I'm out. Stay positive. Peace.